What's up, future fighters? We are back. We are back in the code, in the AI code, and we have found a way to combine our techniques here for this script move settings, and that's what we're going to do right now, actually. So script move settings is actually, it's going to go back to having parameters. So we're just going to put that there, and the next parameter is going to be this. It's just where and how we're going to set them is going to be a little bit different, and it's just going to argument 1. It's going to make things, it'll still make things easier. Let's see, transition type -1. I'll just do this. Transition type C in combo. And then down here, put -1. I'll put -1. Actually, let's just do this. I usually put the instructions up here. That's what I'm going through. So -1 to kick back to script AI, 0 through 3 as per script strike control. So I guess you could say 0 to 3 if using strike control. Otherwise, -1, kick back script AI. There's instructions. Good. This is obvious because it's follow through last input. Do you follow through or do you not? 0 or 1. That's self-explanatory. So perfect. So this is back to taking parameters, but it's where the parameters are going to be set. That's what's important. And we're going to start with script choose move because that's the sort of the basis for all of the scripts that control the movements, the move decisions of Shadow AI. So instead of having these here, oh, we got a video done. That's why that popped up. Let's see what we got here. Oh, part 10 is done. Let's go ahead and get that uploading. Lots of videos for you guys today, eh? It's actually video number 11 because I split part 8 up into 2, which I never do, but it worked today. We're recording video number 12, which will be part 11 for today, for my recordings. But anyway, so well, that's uploading. We'll finish this. So what we did was we just took follow through last input for this area, this particular area of choose move, and we popped it in here, which means it will get set, of course, right here, right? And now we're going to take transition type here. I'm going to set it here, just like that. Okay, now coming down here, this was the default before. So the defaults are 0 and -1. And you could have a switch there to just use the default settings. Depends on your style, kind of how you like to do it. This, of course, is not the default. This is, okay, so the follow through is the same. However, this is a little bit different, as you see. Very important. transition type is very important in fighting. And then it gets, you can see it gets used here. So it gets set here and it gets used here. Same up here. It's going to get set here and it's going to get used here. So that order is important too, because it has to be set first before it can be used, of course. So just for some of the new programmers, I don't talk basics very much, so maybe I'll start. Oh man, we're out of first liter of water gone for the day. Down the hatch and in the system. Time for liter number 2. I have to spar in real life tomorrow, so gotta get hydrated. Of course, I drink water like this every day. It keeps the system flushed and working properly. So, boom, we got settings here, we got settings here, we got settings here, and last but not least, we want settings here, but of course we want the default settings. So we can just copy from the default settings like that. And now those are all set, and we don't need any parameters passed to choose move, which means, okay, let's get that saved, which means actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do I'm just gonna do a quick backup of how things were originally, and then we'll put them back. What I just did was I just did a quick undo, and now I'm just saving that the project file in its current state. There we go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and redo everything we did to the new and redo. There's no shortcut key for redo in the script editor in GameMaker 1.4, at least not that I know of. There we go. And now save that. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to export all of the AI scripts to one file, one text file. And what we're going to do is we're going to look for a script, so you guys can see the script, choose move. So there it is in the main AI. Right there it is. And you can see these are the two places that it exists. And we don't need to pass this variable to it anymore. Like that. That makes it a lot easier, and just lets us do a randomization, which actually technically we could take that out too, because that's not the way we run this system anymore. That is a vestige of an older system, which you can see here. So what we can do is comment that out. And now we've kind of taken that out. We'll leave it. Let's see here. Follow through last input. We're gonna leave this here. I like to leave those old things there just in case we ever go back, because if you remember from, I think it was not last session, but 2 sessions ago, we were actually going to combine everything into choose move, in which case having like a case switch statement here, which we actually tried, would work. It didn't fit right, and we would have had to go back and rewrite a lot of the code, which I'm not into. I don't like rewriting stuff. So I like moving forward and keep the building. So there's a good reason we separated things out the way we did. So we just have to trust our old self and know that our old self was making, the best decisions it could based on the parameters at the time, the variables at the time, and kind of go from there. So we just killed 2 birds with 1 stone there. That's great. Now what we're going to do is we're going to see where else is choose move triggered. So we got 1 and 2 in script AI. That is in a comment. That is end combo, and that is important. That is very, very, very important. It's actually why we're doing all the stuff we're doing right now, actually, is end combo. And you can see it right here. And so what we can do is script choose move, boom. And that's good. And then case 3, also an end combo. Wait a second. No, that was case 3. Oh, that was the comment. That came up. It came up right here. So we'll go ahead and leave it that way since I'm gonna go back up to that. See, it was commented out. It just yeah, there's a comment. You just can't see it here. There's the start of the comment right here. So it was commented out, but anyway, we changed the one that actually mattered. Which is this one. We changed that one. And I'm just verifying that on the other screen, which it is. This is the definition of the move. Those are AI messages. That is a note from a long time ago. That is a message. So that was it. Cool. So we'll go back to our game file. We're just going to save that. And now that choose move is complete. Yay. So we did choose move and end combo. We'll just put those there. And we did script AI. We'll put those there. Now what we have to do is we have to go to the other 2 scripts that use this, which is choose not strike move and choose block. We'll go to choose block first. And here are the move settings. And what we're going to do is we're just going to want to use the default settings. So for these, because you don't want, well, I guess you can follow through on your blocks if you really want to. Which looks like what I was doing. So, but for the transition type, you definitely want that as -1. And I'm actually gonna I'm gonna copy that back to choose move. I deleted it. I rarely do stuff like that. Delete stuff like that. It helps with the code comparisons that I do using WinMerge. So script move settings, I think that was just argument 1. I think is what it was. So we'll just put that back for comparison's sake. So what I want to do is I want to do a quick search for choose block and make sure I've got, so iRandom1, you can see iRandom1, iRandom1, and we'll just, there's iRandom1 and iRandom1 and messages, comment irandom1. So everywhere it's irandom1, so everywhere it's used as irandom1. So follow through is actually that, and the move type is -1 because transition type is -1. There is no real transition type for blocking. Transition type has to do with combos in the game. So far, that's all I've conceptualized it to. In actual sparring, there's always a transition after you do something. So even blocking. So it hasn't been conceptualized in the game, so it's not used. So we just put that there as -1, and it will set that correctly when it's blocking. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through the blocking script settings, which we actually already did once. So that's in main AI. And let's see how many we got here. There's 3 places there. Let's go back up to all good. They're all. I like it when they're all on one screen. It's helpful for me. So actually, let's leave those lit up. It's kind of nice. And don't need an argument passed anymore, since we set those properly. Much easier, much cleaner. I like that. Script move settings, yeah. So that is gone. Since that's a newer comment, I go ahead and just comment that out, or remove that. I don't save that. It's a newer comment. The other stuff is old code, and I always like to save that to look back and make sure everything's working the way it was with the new digs, so to speak. So excuse me, all good there. That's all good there. So super duper. So script AI. Now next, well, hold on, let's go back to the top. So no, so 1, 2, 3, that's all script AI. There's the definition. Those are messages. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's message. Comment. Okay, this is for real. Combo escape sequence. There it is. So don't need a parameter passed to it. So we take that out. And that was it. So block is done. Let's save that. Last one is choose non-strike move, which is here, and you can see the move settings is argument 1. Let's see what the default settings were for this. So, well, there are some not. Okay. So argument 1 is the second one. So 0, 0, 0, 0. These are just all messages. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Follow through last input. So that's default is 0, and the default is going, which was right here, and the default for move transition type is going to be -1. Again, even with non-strike moves, there's always a transition in real sparring, but it hasn't been conceptualized into the game yet. So there it goes. Now, now that that is done, now we have to go through and find out where these are set. So that's going to be the main AI at the top. Right there. Now this one we're not taking out the first parameter because the first parameter is very important. So oops. So next is here. Next is here. That is a comment. That is somewhere where I actually need to remove the code. And that's everything in that. If you could give me 1 second here. Hello, wife. You want to come in and say hi on the... Okay. What's up?
Are you eating like lunch and then dinner? Or?
Don't know yet. Probably eat around 1. Just getting our schedules together. I've got to get my meal together for tomorrow, for sparring tomorrow, so that's important. Got to get the proper nutrition. Okay, great. So we just went through script AI, so there's one, there's a second one, there's a third one, and then there was the fourth one. Now, this is end combo. There it is. Take that out. And that's a comment. This, where is this? This is a weird... Oh, choose move. Didn't recognize it. No. Choose move. That's the one. Right here. So that's good. Sweet. Okay. That is everything. So we're going to save that. Now that that code is prepared, we're going to do another system test with the AI next. But before we do, go to DocBrockGames.com and check out the alpha version of the game. I've got the features listed here. I've got the 2 characters that are currently in the game, along with a lot of screenshots that you can flip through and see some cool things about the game that I didn't show in this video. And then most importantly, at the bottom, put in your email address, and I'll let you know when the game comes out. Then go back to YouTube, because we got AI to make. I'll see you then.